Welcome back to Kelleigh Evaluates Opera Omnia. This time, it's Agrias from some tactics game or another. I have no idea who this is outside of being a holy tank and record keeper, and I wasn't very thrilled about her announcement and had no plans on pulling this banner. Even more so when it was revealed she was gonna have the EX. Let's get this evaluation over with. She's a green crystal colored, which is an easy color to try and shine in my opinion. Her base stats are top tier attack and initial bravery, with some good defense, middle ground max bravery, and speed, with below average HP. Agrias uses the one-handed sword category of weapons. Her 50 passive is Brave Holy Knight, and it raises maximum brave and attack while she is buffed. If there is an artifact for this, it will be sought after. Her first ability is Knight's Pride, and it raises all party members' bravery based on initial bravery. It grants one stack of brave, a buff, not bravery, for 6 turns with a max of 3, which increases maximum brave attack, debuff evasion rate, and grants both bravery and HP regen to all party members. The stack is increased after every HP attack an ally takes, but only triggers once per turn. Her 15 CP weapon is Coral Sword, and it lowers the action rate of Knight's Pride, extends the duration of Brave, and raises the potency of the Brave game based off of iBrave. Knight's Pride Extend raises the number of Brave stacks granted by 2, while also raising its limit by 2 more. Moderately raises the Brave gain based on initial bravery, raises bravery even further based off of max bravery, triggers an HP attack after use and turns its HP attack into HP+, while Brave is active, which raises her Brave based on max bravery before the attack. This is a crap skill by itself, but both the weapon and extend make it pretty nice. Unfortunately, most of it is bravery generated from initial bravery, which is a far inferior stat to try and raise with artifacts compared to attack and maximum bravery. This is one of the more needed 15 CP weapons released in a hot minute though. Her second skill is Judgment Blade, which is a one-hit melee AoE brave attack with a low chance to inflict paralysis for 1 turn. Her 35 CP weapon is Defender, and it raises the potency of Judgment Blade, and Judgment Blade Plus raises brave damage further when there's only 1 target, and raises the success rate of paralysis. Judgment Blade Extend increases number of hits to 3, greatly raises its potency, turns it into Judgment Blade Brave Plus, while Brave is active, which triggers an AoE... My god. It turns it into Judgment Blade Plus, which, while Brave is active, which triggers an AoE divided HP attack, and turns Brave Attack to Brave Plus, while Brave is active, which is a one-hit Brave attack that raises all party members' bravery based on attack, and holy crap, I'm now realizing how terrible a buff named Brave is right now. This is a completely and utterly trash base of a skill, with a pretty much unnecessary weapon as well. This one is all about the extend. If you can't get her to 60, simply don't use her. She'll have nothing to do after her first turn Knight's Pride. At least This bravery battery scales with attack, pretty much cementing it as a contender for artifacts. Her EX weapon is Save the Queen, which gives her the ability Hollowed Bolt, which is a 4-hit melee AoE brave to HP attack with increased potency versus one target and deals 100% damage to all targets. Limit Break 1 slightly raises its potency. Limit Break 2 inflicts silence to all targets for one turn, which just prevents magic bravery or bravery to HP attacks. And LB3 is standard faster recharge. I like it when EX abilities offer something more than just damage, but I'm not too sure about this silence. She'll be very nice in her own EX, but very niche in others. As for artifacts, I would go after Holy Brave Knight and 108 attacks, though either of those attached to a 330 max Brave or Judgment Blade power-up are keepers as well. Agrias has 3 separate scaling bravery gems, but after seeing her in co-op a few times, they don't seem to generate as much as a true dedicated battery, or even an off battery like Maria, even under synergy. So that's not going to help her grade much in my eyes. Judgment Blade is just a reason to never take Cloud again, but is still a gimmicky niche mechanic that can surely net you clutch turns, but should never be relied on unless it ever scales to 100% success rate. Cloud, the only one I can really compare this kind of kit to, is sitting at 78 at the point of writing this, and I honestly don't see her being much higher. I predict she'll end up a low 80, maybe 83 after the dust settles, or by the time lock rolls around and we have a different EX to go through. The Japanese, however, put her at an early 86, but I feel that's just a little bit too generous for me. As for her banner, Ash is drastically falling in use as invisible buffers with batteries truly diminish her value, and for all intents and purposes, she only has one skill, which isn't great for longer fights. She also doesn't synergize with batteries at all, which is a bad trait to have in a battery meta. I don't recommend pulling her if you haven't yet, until she gets an EX or something. Varus, however, is still sitting pretty as the second strongest debuffer after Vincent, and is the only reason I threw all of my tickets that the event gave, which totally backfired. I ended up pulling a 15 CP of Agrias, Ash, and Kryl, and 35 CPs of Agrias and Ash in 35 tickets. That's a good pull ratio, but my god did I not need any of it. I already have a maxed out Ash. So, I say don't pull on this banner. I don't see Agrias being worth it, as this is as strong as she's going to be for a long time. You know, I'm pretty much... I'm done with June, and can't wait to see what the announcements are for what's in store for us in July. You can still expect videos, like a review on Palom, and an evaluation of Locke, so stay tuned for that. And remember, don't go chasing EX weapons, stick to the 35 CPs that you're used to. Peace and love.